Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and live in game number 3, starting over here at the bottom, at the top left side of the map, representing FXO Gaming. We're going to have the blue Terran. It is FXOStrelok. Now, his opponent down at the bottom right side, representing Mouse Gaming, he is going to be in the green trunks. It is going to be MouzMana. MouzMana. So we are going to be going into game number 3. Series tied up 1-1. Amazing game number 3 that we saw last game. Game number 2 that is. We saw, beautiful harass by Strelok, able to get in and do a lot of damage and form that just incredible contain with supply depots and bunkers with tanks, banshees, hellions, and raven. But as we watched and saw, Mana was very patient, had 3 bases up in time, and then just did a triple pronged attack where he flanked from all sides, used the warp prism as well to warp in right on top of the tanks. So wonderful gameplay, wonderful planning out, and just beautiful break overall by Mana to put the series at a tie. Now, as we take a look and see, we are going to be in game number 3. It looks like going to be a very standard opening from Strelok until I see that 13 gas. We're going to assume it's going to be a 1-rax expand. Meanwhile, for the time being, knowing Mana, most likely a 1-gate expand for himself. So nothing too out of the ordinary. Now I wonder where those birds are. Like my OCD, my ADD is gonna kick in. There's actually those absolutely awesome. This is again one of those things that I'm trying to learn from Startail Legend. Just some of the stuff he does was absolutely amazing. There's at the very beginning of the game, he actually catches he caught this pair of birds just flying around. And was just following them around over here, just watching as they flew around, which was absolutely incredible. Yeah, I don't know, just little things like that makes it a little bit more of a awesome cinematic experience, at least for myself. So, and if you can get a whole entire arena hype because you're staring at a couple birds or just looking at that, just some of the obsing really got the crowd hyped at IPL 5. Being there live and watching it done, everybody's just like, wow, holy crap, is this real? Yeah. The only other thing that I would love to have is the GOM TV staff style production, the map intros. The map intros just goes into that huge cinematic scene where it goes checks out around all over the map and whatnot. Yeah, all that good stuff. So, all right, well, back into actual gameplay land that it is. We're gonna watch and see kind of as Strelok's gonna attempt to try to get a little bit more of a better scout on Mana. At the moment, Mana looking just to play very standard. It looks like a 1-gate expand to myself. Nothing too out of the ordinary that I could tell. And of course, because he's Chrono Boost and Stalker versus the Warp Gate, it doesn't look like he's going to be planning to put on anything too incredibly aggressive just yet. He might want to get the Stalker out just around scouting and just have a unit out, but it's not going to be really, doesn't mean that it's going to be aggression. So there we go, the Stalker pops out and Sentry is underway, so yeah, definitely confirmed for 1-gate expand. I'm going to assume he's going to hold up just a tiny bit more money, and we'll see that probe come down there to put down that expansion in just a moment. Now Strelok already, he's got his natural up and running with that 1-rax expand, getting Marines out, getting the stim upgrade, and adding now an additional barracks. Now something that I've seen some Terrans decide to do on this map versus Protoss, because just to get a little bit of a safer 2-base economy, they actually will go quick triple CC, and they'll just use the extra mining additional SCV production just to get their 2-base economy going before they get their 3-base going. So they're able to produce a lot more units quicker. The additional mules really help out, get that additional mineral economy to get Marines out, Marauders out, all that. So not seeing that from Strelok at the moment, but it's just kind of one of those things to keep in mind, especially if you're a Terran player yourself, just to watch out for. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my head is just throbbing right now. It's dude, you should have gone to bed, bro. Why'd you stay up and play Heart of the Swarm, man? Should just went to bed. Bad decisions. So yeah, bad decisions overall. But no big deal because we got awesome epic StarCraft action. Let's take a look and see. Let's take a look and see what Strelok's doing right now. He's getting a stim upgrade. He's getting additional units, adding in a reactor. So, looks like he might be going for a little bit of a stim timing, or if not, one of these standard TVP timings that we've seen for the past few months in the metagame, where the first 2 medevac comes out and then he puts on a lot of pressure. And which, I mean, at times it could really kill your opponent. Sometimes it can, sometimes it can't. It just all depends. Now, the thing is, Mana will need additional units because Strelok is producing at a very nice pace. The first observer's coming out, and that's kind of one of those things with the observers. Again, every little bit of time that takes up the robo from preventing actual bigger units like Immortals, some of the actual attacking units coming out really does matter, because now she's got to get that unit out plus the additional units to be able to hold off all the push. Because with medevacs, force fields don't really matter that much. Units can get lifted in or out of the force field, so it's kind of one of those things just to kind of keep in mind. Food for thought. Food for thought. Now, the first Immortal is underway. It's getting chrono boosted out. He will need a really nice hold to be able to hold here. As we take a look and see, I mean, the first set of units is already coming across the map. Now, where are the medevacs? Okay, the medevacs have not been started just yet, just about to, but again, this push right here actually has quite a bit of promise if he gets a couple of more units in place. So just to be very careful not get too split up. And oh, beautiful beautiful drawing of the force fields. Nothing caught right there, and all that is just wasted energy for the Protoss players. So wonderful, wonderful play right there by Strelok, just moving up, putting on a little bit of pressure. And all he does, he's like, hey, I'll just move back. We're gonna be fine. Don't need to lose any extra units. Plus, I got medevacs coming out now, so might as well wait for additional reinforcements to show up. So here we go, the factory coming across the map, and that's of course going to be placed either over at the 3rd or something else. But I mean, most importantly, he was able to find a little bit of a proxy pylon right outside of the Gazelle Naga vision. So that supply blocks Mana at the moment, and Strelok now has his first 2 medevacs out that he could go pressure with. And there we have it. Strelok is, I mean, kind of cut the SCV production to get more of his units out, but yeah, I mean, he could put on quite a bit of pressure as we take a look and see. I mean, how many more sentries are there? There's about 3 sentries, 2 with full, so that's going to allow for quite a few force fields to get placed down. But now with the Colossus in play, he's got to be very careful how he handles and how he attacks and engages into these chokes, because that could be a little bit of a deal breaker for Strelok if he just goes and walks right on up and then gets all of his stuff picked off. And there's the birds. We found them. We found the birds. Yay. Look at me. I'm Star Tail Legend. Sorry, just having a little bit of fun right now. Yeah, I mean, now the problem comes is now there's 2 Colossus, and now he's got his unit split, so there's no real way for him to engage peacefully. Aside maybe a double, quadruple drop, maybe with the 4 medevacs that he's got. Maybe do a quadruple drop in the main and force his units to get pulled up, and then do a dual prong attack in the natural, or something of that nature. I'm trying to be a little bit creative, trying to stay up, not just like the metagame, but just kind of like the concept behind it, because MouzMana is one of the most respectable players in the European scene, one of the best as well. So having odd results today is very odd for me, at least. And I mean, I feel as though he could still pose a comeback and take this series 3-1 if he wanted to, but I mean, how Strelok's been playing, if he controls really well, if he plays well, he should be able to win. Should. It all really matters how late the game gets and what kind of the compositions are. If it gets to the late game, it's all going to matter really on the ghost for the most part, and your composition just overall. So beautiful scan right there by Strelok, able to pick off the observer, no problem, easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Now there's a total of 2 Colossus, and this is actually kind of interesting, because right now what Strelok's going to be investing in, he's going to be investing in quite a few Vikings to be able to defend from all these Colossus. And by all these, I mean, where are they? They're there. 2 Colossus, but yeah, Templar Archives are finished up. So he's going to have Templars, but he doesn't have any Storm at all. So all the force fields do have to pretty much get utilized to be able to make this anything really successful. Beautiful force fields trying to get in from the south side over here. And he needs to get those units out of there. They will get absolutely picked off. Now, good work by Strelok, good engagement with the Vikings up front. Storm is just about to finish up, about another 20 seconds away, but Strelok just continuously keeps pushing through. All these medevacs are really helping out, and all the Colossus are going to be gone. And I mean, at this point, this is a very critical situation. He needs Storm to finish up. He's got 3 High Templars ready to drop it down, but he needs for Storm to finish to be able to actually do anything. He's warping in additional units. Storm is about to finish. Storm is about to finish. Storm is about to finish, and here we go. Uses Storm, but already the Nexus gets picked off. And as we see, TV Savage kind of lagging a little bit, could do an additional Storm, but now there's just been too much damage done. There's too many units in the natural, and now all these units are overrunning. Mana just absolutely nothing going for his nothing going in his way, and Strelok taking the series 2-1, giving himself an opportunity to move out of this group 1-1. So.